Hello Aries, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here with your March reading. So we're just going to do a quick current energy. What shift are you in? And what new energy is coming in for you or already here? So it's kind of a spring fever reading, if you like. So Aries, first card out. And are you feeling impatient about something? Feels like you're pushing against something here. We'll get more cards out, but it's not an ever so comfortable energy for you currently. Patience is a horrible thing, if that's what this is pointing to. It's coming in on the energy of 30, so it's suggesting there's a creativity in there. And this might be the spring fever, which is all about expansion and growth and creativity. This is where the shift is going to come. It might be a radical shift. It might be a karmic shift, actually, if it's talking about never-ending story. There's obligation in there. Oh, and my heart's closing. There's a pressure. It's like, it feels like obligation, responsibility, supposed to. What am I supposed to do? But it's coming in on a 37-10-1, and 10-1 is about initiation, manifestation. So that might feel a bit like cauldron energy, like that melting of metal. I feel quite agitated in that energy. And they're both pointing towards time with the tick-tock and the never-ending story, and she's sitting on an egg timer. He's sitting on a bomb. Okay. Are you ready to see the new energies? That. And that. Bit of patience is needing here. I'm hearing too much. There's a lot of noise here. Are you getting in the way of this, Aries? Let's pull some more cards. I'm interested that the underlying energy is the feminine. So I'm going to put that over here with the shift, because this is all feminine energy. It's pretty masculine, but this is very yin. Very yin, and Aries is very yang. Is that the agitation I'm feeling? Okay. I'm going to go to a different deck, actually. Deck. And I want to know, on your behalf, how you can best work with these energies. If we start with current energy, please. Sorry, I need bigger hands. How can Aries best work with this current energy? Okay. Immediately I get take your mind off it. It's like that these cards are not happy. It's like, you know, when you wait for a kettle to boil and it takes twice as long as when you don't. That over focusing on something. Get the mind out of the way. That's better. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this is your shift. It's coming into flow state. Look at the sage here. So this is hermit energy, and the hermit lights his own path, but not with a flood lamp, with the light of one candle. So you can only ever see kind of 3 steps ahead. It might be that you want to make a bigger plan. And it looks like what you're being challenged to do is to step into that flow state. Which can look like a really mindfully trodden path. It can also look like doing many things at once without thinking about it. That's flow state. She creates in circles, like throwing pebbles into a pond. It can all be done at once, but without thinking and planning and all. Maybe less fire, more water. Although I'm not seeing too much water in this. So flow is how you're going to handle this current TikTok. Wow, look at this. So to flow and accept the stillness of what you maybe can't control. Because there are really big quantum changes, shifts happening, especially this week. I'm recording this last week of February. And there's so much 2 energy, doorways and portals all over the place. And blooming human beings are just getting in the way of that because we want to dance before we've learned the moves. This is coming through on 33 energy, which is a really, really high consciousness, high mind. Some people call it Christ consciousness. And that's within you. The stillness is within you. So accepting that you might not be able to move the building blocks and just yet. Okay, right. So we're moving now to the never-ending story, and this is you in the shift. What is it that's really going to help you? What is your never-ending story? What is that mythology that goes around and around and around and appears to be always the same? Can you write that down, and then you can focus on what you want to change? You can focus on what part of that serves you, maybe doesn't serve you. What is your never-ending story? I think that will support your shift, because what's coming in is still no answers, look. So this is training you away from the fire and into the water of maybe moment to moment sensory perception. This might be somebody arriving in your life. Or this might be you placing yourself in the disposition of a stranger and remaining curious. Bringing the mind into a space of curiosity can really alleviate its tiredness at trying to work it all out. When we stay curious, we tend to see way, way more than when we have a fixed belief about something or a subconscious program that puts it in a box when actually it wants to be something else. So in the shift, I could also argue that this completion can apply to your constant curiosity. And maybe it's a shift to come out of curious and wanting to push into and to walk into this hermit energy where you light your own path and you're working from your inner knowing, which is more of this yin feminine energy. It's been a long time since I've read for all the signs, but I'm having a strong sense of deja vu that you've had this message before about moving out of, it's not out of one into another. It's embracing more of the inner feminine. I know, you're cardinal, so you might be a bit stubborn around this. Okay, so the shift is looking like a closing of a door. Maybe the end of the never-ending story. Maybe the end of the aching curiosity. Or maybe the shift into a deeper curiosity, remaining a stranger in your own life until you've got a handle on who you are in this new paradigm. I want the cards to tune into what's coming in that's new. So we have a change in the wind, breathe, and yin energy. Can you see the trust and flow here? You're not being given any concrete answers. There's trust and flow. This must be awful for an Aries. All right. How can Aries best work with this change in the wind? How can they best work with the new energies that are coming in as they shift? I'm getting something about staying open to being in harmony. Being in harmony with that which you cannot yet see. That's a hell of a mission. How do you be in harmony with something you can't yet see? It's the acceptance of closure on your behalf. It's the acceptance of a higher knowing. It's trusting your higher self. That's what I'm getting. Thank you. Wow. I need another card on that, please. Bridge card, that's over there. Bear with me, Aries. I'm working with what I've got without thinking about it. I'm setting an example for you. We've got a bit of a gap. The card that's come out is kind of feels like it's over there. And I'm just feeling into my body because it feels like there's a gap. So it's just kind of feeling that moment to moment in a hermit flow state. Revelation. All right. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. You know this new energy that's coming in for you. It might not make sense and that might leave you feeling some kind of way. Okay. So the card that came out that felt like it was over there and not following straight into this new energy is truth. And that's where I heard the word revelation. Is that what I said? 32, 5, change. The card that's come out as the gap is reconciliation. So working with the new energies, there's change in the wind, breathe, yin. Again, no concrete answers. This is all energy. And how to work with those new energies is to reconcile yourself to the truth. I'll pull some more cards. To reconcile yourself to the truth. It's not this. So Aries, was this something you gave up on? I don't know what it's like to be Aries, but I can imagine being carbon off fire. You kind of want to get stuff done. I don't know what you're like with minutiae. But this might be something about a big vision where you kind of, there's, you know, with every big vision, there is that bit where you have to start crossing T's and dotting I's before launch. And did you not go the distance with some? Is this something coming back from your past? Mending. Oh. Talk to me about Aries reconciling with their truth about going the distance. This is very specific. This might only be for a few Arians. Now, let me talk to you about addictions. Your mind might have gone straight to substances or food or gambling. But addictions can be as simple as not getting to the finish line, go the distance. Addictions can be as simple as right. There's something really beautiful coming in for you here, Aries. Wow, that's completely different energy. This is a completely different message. What I'm getting through this is, what would it be like for you to surrender to your own beauty? There's an energy of really dropping into something, falling. That's why we call it falling in love. It's a falling feeling, but it's quite beautiful. It's not about taking a relaxing break. It's not about the external. It's about you as the natural world, surrendering to yourself as a nature being. My eye is really drawn to one of the words on here, which is overworking. You're grabbing something from this. I really want to give you answers, but I don't want to give you all the answers. I want to keep you searching because it's your path. But the new energy is something about a reconciliation with truth around addictions. And the addiction might simply be that you're overworking, trying too hard, pushing. It might be that, yeah, something to do with your yang energy. Because the shift for you, the change in the wind for you is to do with yin. It's to do with your feminine. It's to do with you as the natural world. How beautiful, all that fire, all that leadership. I wonder what it's like for you, Aries, just to fall. Just to fall into the arms of your own beauty, to surrender to your own creative beauty without obligation or responsibility. Yeah, without all the thinking. So it's a hemisphere shift from the left logical to the right receptive. Beautiful. I'm going to wrap this up there. Don't want to drill too far into this, but it looks like on your doorstep at the moment there are opportunities for flow, stillness, and acceptance, but that's triggering your TikTok here now. The shift is to do with the never-ending story of, insert words here. And the new energy, the change in the wind, is to do with breathing into yourself as the nature world, as the world of nature, to reconcile with the truth of your own beauty, maybe. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. My crown chakra's taking off. This is highly spiritual. It's neither good nor bad. It's neither right nor wrong. Neither win nor fail. It just is. In this energy of non-duality is a beautiful feeling of, well, beauty. It's just, it's nothing and it's everything. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So this is bringing the mind to serve the soul through the heart. There's powerful humility in here. This is a heck of a shift. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments and addictions. Surprise and delight me with your plan. That means you can let go of yours. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. Wow, Aries. That was beautiful. It got a bit in the middle, but that's flowed into a divine state of being. It's theirs it's yours for the taking, and it's entirely up to you whether you take that path or not. Entirely. There's no right or wrong here. There are some powerful shifts. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. It looks like you're coming into something divinely beautiful. That's it. I'm going to leave you with my love and thank you for being here. And I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.